Hi everyone, I hope you're all well at home and staying safe. I just wanted to talk to you this week about Christian Aid Week because even though we're in a bit slightly strange situation, it's still Christian Aid Week and we can talk about the great work that they are doing. Now this year they're talking about Kenya and they're talking about this boy here. Now this is Michael and Michael's doing a great job. And he is growing plants and he's looking after his plant and he's watering it every day to make sure that it grows big and strong. Because this relates to something we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, that we have this amazing planet, but we're not doing a very good job of looking after it. And unfortunately, people like Michael are the ones that suffer the most, even though they're not the ones responsible. They don't have a car, they don't have lots of electronics that are using up lots of electricity, but they're affected the most because in Kenya, Michael is suffering a drought, which means that there's not enough water, and he's really struggling to find enough water to make his plant grow. And what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're not letting that happen. And Christian Aid are trying really hard to make sure that the people in Kenya aren't the ones that are going to suffer. So they're building dams where they can store water to water their plants, and they're making sure that they find enough fresh water for them that they can use without having to walk miles and miles and miles just to get water to cook and clean with. So that's why Christian Aid, even though we can't quite do it the same way this year, it's still really important that we raise as much money as we can because they're doing a brilliant job. So ways that we can do that are, number one, lots of people are doing quizzes at the moment on Zoom or on other platforms. And if you've done a quiz with your family, then why don't you write a quiz? And you could ask people to donate to Christian Aid to enter into the quiz. And your quiz could be all about the world, or about the animals that live in it, or maybe it could be about geography and the countries and their capitals. And that would be a great way to raise some money. Number two, a different way that you could make a difference is by not just telling the people around you about how important Christian Aid is, but also telling people in government, because they're the people that are going to make the real change happen. So Christian Aid this year are asking you guys to do letters for creation. So they're asking you to write to the governments of all the countries that have control over the money and asking them to make sure that there's more fairness in the world. So people like Michael have the things that they need in order to feed themselves. And you can do that by writing a song, writing a rap, drawing a picture, anything you like. So at the end of this clip, you'll be able to see the website that you can go to, and it will show you different people's letters and you can get some ideas, and also it'll give you the address that you can send your letter to. And three, you could do lots of activities because Christian Aid, as always, has amazing activities for children. And you could go and you can complete one of their activity sheets with quizzes and mazes and word searches. So lots of ways that you can help Christian Aid this year. And obviously it's not quite the same as we normally do, but we can still make sure that people like Michael are getting what they need. So we'll speak to you again next week. Have a great week until then.